Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on, well, sometimes I look at movies and I just think, why? Why is this movie being made? And sometimes I look at movies and I go, geez, this is so derivative. Why don't they do something different? Sometimes, though, very rarely, you look at a movie and go, why did you do something this different? This is Chicken Nugget. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Now, this isn't a movie, believe it or not. It's a South Korean TV show, and it's called Chicken Nugget because it's about a woman who goes into a machine, a beautiful woman, and she pushes a button, and for some reason, it turns her into a chicken McNugget or a chicken nugget. This is her admirer, they say in the credits, and it's kind of his fault, or he sees that she's done this, and also her dad is here to save her. So together they embark on a journey to change his daughter back from a chicken nugget back into a beautiful woman. Yeah, that's a show. That's a show. I don't know if this scene actually happens or if this is this may be a fantasy sequence. I don't know. It could be real. Who the hell knows? It's a TV show about a woman who gets turned into a chicken nugget. A pretty delicious one, by the way, with lots of barbecue sauce that he paints on her to keep her moist, I guess. So this is, you get to look at the chicken nugget instead of this beautiful Korean girl. Obviously it's a comedy. I don't really get it. Here they go to a mad scientist who has the ability to change her back, I guess. But along the way, they confuse the chicken nugget. I guess they had to go get regular nuggets to compare it. And then they mix it up with her. So they have to figure out which is the real chicken nugget. March 15th. If you're planning on taking mushrooms with your friends or something, I don't recommend it, but this is comedy in South Korea. A chicken fried comedy. Is she flipping him off in this sequence? Because this is it's sort of like a dream sequence where he's running along with her. Maybe. I don't know if she really likes him. It's very strange. Daddy is coming. So, yeah. A chicken nugget. So, it's a TV series. I don't know how many episodes could you possibly make of this. This feels like it would be a better movie, right? The first act, you set up the characters. Obviously, the crazy guy and with the bad haircut is in love with her. She's not all that interested, but she, for some reason, walks into this wacky machine, which I assume he invented or had something to do with, pushes the button, turns into a chicken nugget, because I think it's like The Fly, because it's a machine supposedly used for something else, but instead, in Jeff Goldblum case, he combined with a fly. In this case, she combines with a McNugget, and is a nugget? Or is it that she was in the machine and pressed the button and disappeared, and the chicken nugget was just left behind, and she was maybe transported somewhere else, and they just don't know that yet, right? And the chicken nugget is just a chicken nugget, and they spend, I don't know, 10 episodes trying to protect the chicken nugget. and trying to turn it back into a woman, and then later she just shows up, and after they've accidentally destroyed or eaten the nugget, she shows up and is like, what is everybody crying about? That, I think, might be the funniest way to end it. It's a tough call. If she's actually a chicken nugget, I guess there'll be all sorts of wacky moments where they almost lose the McNugget, or it almost gets eaten, and then they eventually get it back and change her back, I guess. And because the Koreans do love their fried chicken. Oh, they love it. There's a South Korean chicken place I've been dying to try. It's supposedly amazing, off the hook. So, like, chicken nuggets are in the mix over in South Korea, 100%. I mean, who doesn't love a good nugget? I don't really get what they're doing with this. I mean, it's like too wacky. It's too wacky. It's like when you want to look at the eclipse, but they say, oh, you can't look into the sun, but you'd really like to look, and you do anyway. That's bad. That's kind of what this is. This is the comedy equivalent of looking into the sun. No, this is a movie or a TV show you talk about. You don't actually make it. Maybe you're doing stand-up and you talk about a TV show you'd like to make where a woman is changed into a chicken nugget, and then, I don't know, there's some sort of payoff at the end. Or there's a TV show about movie producers and TV producers, and one of the wacky projects they're proposing is Chicken Nugget, where a girl gets turned into a nugget. Can you imagine them remaking this in America? I could see it. Like, they'd remake it, but it would be very important. It wouldn't be funny at all. They would try to pass it off as like a thing that could happen. There'd be this like insane buildup and big name celebrities as the nugget and the scientist, and then at the end there'd be a chase and an action sequence, and at the last couple of minutes they would change her back. This is just slapstick, I guess. It's funnier to talk about than to actually see, I think. But would I watch it? Maybe. I don't think I'd watch it for long. I think I would, it is dubbed, which is really going to hurt the comedy. It's South Korean comedy. I assume this was a big show in South Korea, that it made it to Netflix, or it's a show they looked at and said, well, American audience could love that. I kind of doubt it, though. It's a little too wacky. Maybe for kids. It looks to be kid-friendly. That it would just be a bunch of wacky, slapsticky scenes of the dad falling off his bike and the admirer. And there's a couple of scenes where he's dancing, I guess, on TikTok. And they're just constantly losing the nugget and then finding it again, kind of thing. So, yeah, I can't see it lasting more than a season. How many episodes do South Korean television have? Do they go 10, or like, is it like in the 1970s? Do they go 26 or 52 episodes? Because that would just be insane. But I'll say this: the South Koreans knocking it out of the park in movies. If any group of people could pull this off, it would be the South Korean movie industry right now. Not Hollywood. No, they can't pull off the most basic things. You think they could pull off this? No way. No way. But the South Koreans might be kind of watchable. At the very least, I gotta say it's interesting. At least it's different. It piqued my interest. It piqued it. It's insane, though, right? We all can agree it's insane. Here's the write-up. As one woman steps into an odd machine and becomes a chicken nugget, now it's up to her father and admirer to embark on a zany quest to bring her back. So, there you go. There's her admirer and the dad there. And yeah, so that. Okay, and that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. If you can find a more bass take, I say, take it. I will be at the Granville Senior Center in Burlington, New Jersey tomorrow at 2:25 or 2:30, and then I'm gonna try to catch some of Gator Weekend on Friday at one more bar. It looks like it's gonna rain on Saturday, so check the weather before you come out to see me on Saturday. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get rained out on Saturday. It looks like it's gonna rain all damn day. So I will try to show up after Granville on Friday and early on Sunday, where hopefully there will be no rain. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.